This is a trade that I made on Costco on May 4th. This is a clear indication of the the, the trading habits that are what I call a mindless trading. Really, it is essentially it's called an aimless trading. It is called I have money, I'll just get in and then see what happens kind of a mindset instead of directing what I need to do, which is to figure out the proper way to trade. If I look here, it looks like it's going to do something here, but there's not enough information for this. Essentially, this looks like a double bottom, but it really is not because it starts in the morning like this. So I got in here with a bad entry. It's essentially that's what it is. It's a bad entry. Then I go in here, and I should have had a stop loss at this point, indicating to me these are the two lower lows. That means that if it passes the second low, then I should be out. But I held the stock, and then here's the beautiful part here. So I didn't do a stop loss. That's another mistake, right? So I come over here and I add another component, thinking that, okay, that might be the double bottom, but I add it to a loser. Now the stock immediately reverses and goes the other direction and then keeps going down. At which point I had to sell this one and this one, approximately about a minute apart. That essentially tells me that there are three most common mistakes that I keep making over and over that causes me to lose massively. Now, if I can capture this moment to avoid this entry, to include the stop loss, and to avoid this adding to a loser, I can and will be able to avoid massive losses. This is something that needs to be critically established. So I'm going to have to make this evident here. So I will put this up here. So here, really, there is essentially no clear entry. So no clear entry. Okay. Color that up, and we'll make that that color right there, and then maybe make it a little bit bold and make it a little bit bigger right there, and then no stop loss right here. Add another point here, so no stop loss here. Okay, so there was no stop loss here. So clearly there are several of these that were not addressed properly. And then here, added to a loser. Those are the three primary mechanisms of losing. Added to a loser. Right there. So if I can avoid these three criterias, I should be able to get back on my feet. So, no clear entry at this point, no stop loss here, and added to a loser, which equates to essentially performing every situation that I had where I had a massive loss contributed to these three criteria. If I can figure out, if I can stop these, I will have stopped massive losses.